Well, we're back with another video on the Dodge Dakota. And this video is going to be for those people that are having the same issues I am with the Dodge Dakota or any other similar vehicle. So I'm one of those guys that hates with a passion halogen bulbs. And we currently have LEDs on the Dakota. We have LED amber turn signals with LED headlights and LED fog lights. Well, with the halogen bulbs, at least I think that it never acted the way it did. I never saw it, and so this is the issue right here. So when I turn on the fog lights and headlights, my high beam indicator comes on, as you can see. It comes on when I turn on the fog lights, but it turns off when I turn off the fog lights. And when I switch on the high beams with the fog lights on, all it does, it turns off the fog lights, but does nothing with the headlights. And when I turn off the fog lights, it does something with the headlights. But all it does is it fucks with the beam. And I've tried two sorts of HIDs brand. I returned one set because that other set was not even budging to work. And the second set, I put them in the Dodge Neon because that one had LEDs as well. And LEDs look nice, but they're, at least the ones I've had before, their beam sucks ass on the road. And I was told by another Dakota owner that the reason why this truck wants to act up, it's because HIDs pull so much power, and these trucks share like one ground for all the lighting, I guess, like the headlights and so we ordered another set of HIDs. Nothing, well, they're similar but different. Obviously, you got your two bulbs, you got your ballast, and you have another ballast. But this one came special with the harness. It has a relay. It comes with a battery power point, and each connector at the headlight has a ground. So maybe this would help with the issue. We're going to give it a shot. If it works, the video is going to be uploaded. If it doesn't work, then I just won't upload it, right? I'm trying to upload something that's going to help people. So let's install this harness and hopefully it works. Oh, and you would only be plugging in to one connector at the headlight. So I guess that explains why it's going to be connected at the battery and ground points. They are 6000K. I like that white look. We're going to be using headlight depot lights. Obviously, I upgraded those. I was trying to get the clear ones like Boosted Motorsports YouTube channel did, but Headlight Depot discontinued them. They quit making them. So I had to get the orange marker one. I don't like it, but they fit perfect. Well, they fit better than the ones I had, the little two-piece ones. I might end up going with switchbacks, depending how the lighting looks. Just leave this one amber. And I mean, these look pretty damn good at night, but kind of like the white look. But let's just give it a shot. I'll worry about the switchbacks later. Oh yeah, and another thing for those switchbacks, if you don't like wiring in resistors, just pull your panel out. And this one is your switchback relay. I mean your turn signal relay. The factory one, at least mine was, and I've seen this video as well on Booster Motorsports. Mine and his were green, and both trucks are 99s. Yours might vary, I don't know. You can try at your own risk, but the OEM comes green. Pull it out and get you a flasher. They sell it on Amazon, and I got that one. So I mean, it helps with the hyper flash. Well, the keys are not in, but yeah, if you switch that relay out for a flasher, it doesn't hyper flash anymore. You save yourself. I mean, it's not even a headache to wire in a resistor, but we put a resistor in because I have LEDs for the stop and turn signal lights, and I have LEDs for the reverse lights, which doesn't matter, right, for reverse lights. But we have LEDs here. We have LEDs in the front. We do have a third brake light as well, LED. But I'm getting off topic. I'm just giving you a review on the truck. Let's pull out the Viper truck from the garage, and well, we'll probably just do it out here. I think it's a little bit hotter in the garage than what it is in here, and it's a little hotter in there than what it is out here, and that ain't really a big job. And I just now put some topsoil at the ramp, and every time I pull a car out and pull it in, it's bringing dirt in there, and I really don't like. I mean, it's a garage, right? But kind of like keeping it clean. I'll watched this thing the other day. She looks amazing, guys. She needs a polish. We're gonna get to the polishing part and put ceramic on like we did on the Hellcat. We still got the Hellcat. We got the Viper truck. The only car missing as of right now, it's the Dodge Neon. It's at the shop. Currently, it's at the shop. Oh, see, these are the headlights we had in the Dakota. The Neon's in the shop. Like I said, and I don't know if I mentioned it in the previous videos, that the car, whenever it's riding, it has a vibration in the steering wheel. I hydroplaned it once, and ever since it's been vibrating. But it got a little worse when I took it to get it aligned, and I could never figure out the problem with the vibration. I did get a text message from the mechanic. Told me that it needed a new lower control arm, which is recommended to change both. So we're gonna do both lower control arms in the front. New ball joints that come with the control arm, and tie rods, and some two wheels were off balance. After I told the alignment shop, I'm not gonna say names, but I took it to the alignment shop and I paid for that service, and it turns out that it was off balance. So I'm not gonna go back to that place anymore. You can comment in the well, if you know me, I will tell you. But oh hell, it was Firestone. I took it to Firestone to get it online, and I paid for service, and they seemed, I paid for that service, and they seemed to rip me off. So I'm not gonna go back to that place. I don't know about you guys, but y'all can keep going there if y'all want to. If y'all had a good experience, y'all can. But they will not be seeing my cars unless it's an emergency, right? Because when it's an emergency, even the shittiest jobs can help. But so yeah, we're gonna wait on the Neon to get here. Well, I just put these over here. I don't want to drop them and bust them. Well, let me get hands on. So we're gonna find a way. We're gonna find a way to run this harness. So here's my battery. So I'm gonna hook up the connector on the driver's side. If your battery is on the passenger side, then you hook up on the passenger side. If your battery is in the trunk, then you're fucked. Unless you can come up with a way to extend this wire all the way to your trunk. But nowadays, the only cars that have batteries in the trunk Most of them is the more modern cars like the Hellcat. That one has it in the trunk. The Neon SR24, that one had it in the front, but I relocated it to the back because we needed that engine bay space just in case I do a custom turbo manifold. Then it would just, you know, put the turbo where the battery was at. But I don't know yet. We're still looking at things. Once again, I'm getting off topic. So yes, let me run this harness. I really don't want to pull out the headlights. I'm gonna try to find a spot to ground these things. I might just sand down this hole and stick the self tapper in there, and same over here, just ground it there. I mean, sand it and screw in a self tapper. That's the only way I can think about it. So let's get to it. All right, so for this task, I have these little self tappers. I have 2 of them. I have some sandpaper, a drill. You're gonna need it unless you have a hole already there. I don't know, but I like making things easy on myself. So we have 2 screws. We have the drill and our wrenches. I don't know if I should put this on the ground, like a chassis ground, or put it on the battery. We'll see which way it works. If I'm gonna put it on the chassis first, and if it works, leave it like that. If it doesn't work, Lord man, there's too much traffic on this road. If it doesn't work, then we're just gonna put it on the battery. But let's go ahead and get hands on. These HIDs, they are high lows. I got both of them HID. They do have this the option if you want to do them low beams HIDs and high beams halogens, or you want to do it with both HIDs. I really didn't give a damn. As long as these are bright enough, as long as these things are bright, I can see with low beams. There's no need to use high beams, but you never know. So I just went both with high beam HIDs. So yes, let's go ahead and start doing hands on. So let's put the bulbs in first in the headlights so we can see what kind of slack we're playing with. The good thing about this truck in general is that I guess you don't have to pop out your headlight to switch the bulb. You can just reach in there and take it out. Driver's side seems pretty easy. Passenger side, you're going to struggle a little bit, but it's possible as well. You can just stick your hand in there and swap it out. So let's go ahead and stick our hands in there. Well, let me do it off camera. All right, so what I decided to do instead was I'm not going to go ahead and run the whole harness and everything. If it's not going to work, I don't want to run it all nice and neat and then it doesn't work, me take it back off. So what you want to do, or at least what I want to do, is I went ahead right there. You can see my point where I grounded it to sanded it to bare metal. And then we're just going to stick the self tapper in there and ground it. We're going to do the same thing on the same side, and we're just going to put the bulb somewhere visible where I can see if it works with the light switch and that high beam indicator doesn't come on. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do more research. Hopefully it works. So let's just do a temporary setup. Ground both points right and put the bulbs where they look. Or put the bulbs where you can see them, not where they look. Put them where you can see them. Go to your driver's side and play with your switch. And hopefully, crossing my fingers, that high beam indicator doesn't come on. Because that thing bothers me at night, man. All right, so we have this side grounded. We have that side grounded. That's the first thing you want to do. Ground them and then plug it in. And lastly, do your power wire, because, well, I guess it really doesn't matter. I was about to say, because if you do the power first, you can probably blow your bulbs, but my bulbs ain't even connected. I know some people will probably connect their bulbs and everything, try to get ahead of themselves. But I recommend do your grounds first and then plug it. plug the connector there. Then do your power, and with your switch off, switch off, don't turn them on yet. Plug in your ballast, then plug in your bulbs, and then go to your truck. Now try them. So let me go ahead and do all that, and I'll show you. Okay guys, well, I don't know how set up your battery is, but I went ahead, I got aftermarket terminals, so I went ahead and put it right here with my amp wire. I'll probably swap it over to the next one available. I don't know if that matters, probably not. Y'all mechanically inclined people, y'all can tell me if it matters or not, or the people that think they know. I mean, I don't give a damn, but let's try it. We're grounded on both sides. We got both bulbs plugged in with the ballast, grounded, plugged in with the ballast. Let me go ahead and disconnect this LED from the other socket. Well, let's try it out, guys. Ay. So both bulbs turn on outside. Okay. Well, guys, it's a success. It's a damn success. We have both fog lights turned on. We have both HIDs turned on. I'm about to turn on my high beams and watch those bulbs move. Those are highs, supposedly. And my fog lights turned off. Whew. Alrighty. So let's make sure that one more time. Oh yes, please. Whew. After like $100 of lighting, I found out the one that finally works. That's crazy what cars can do sometimes, and it's a 99. I thought this truck was gonna be like the Viper truck. I don't know which one's worse. That one right there, I was trying to do LEDs as well, and at least those would function, you know, like if I turn on the high beams, it will shine high. I'll turn on the low beams, it will shine as well. Fog lights, everything was working. But the one thing that was bothering me on the Viper truck, right here in the odometer, it would throw me a message, lamp out. And I spent like around $50 of LEDs. I got the ones that said CAN-BUS error code deleter or something like that, but I know those, at least the Viper truck, the majority of those, that year model, came with the CAN-BUS. And the only way I could get rid of them was just by throwing on some HIDs. And it was nothing like this. This set right here was like $50. The ones I bought for the Viper truck, they were like 40 bucks, 35. Man, that rooster, he got his hours mixed. Yeah, so yeah, on the Viper, the HID system that I bought for that truck, it has an individual ballast, one on each headlight, and it would plug in its own connector. Unlike this one would only plug in this one. So now we have a connector out here just roaming. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just try to find a rubber grommet to cover it up. I did some repairings right there where the previous owner, I don't know, man, what this truck was being used for. I'm sure it's thankful I bought it because, man, this truck has came long ways. Like I said, I mean, I can't complain. I got it for stupid cheap. I know this support was like all fucked up. It was missing the nuts in here for the condenser and the radiator. They were just holding on by some zip tie. No, the radiator was holding on by the butterfly nut certs that you just stick in like a butterfly. You stick it in there, and once it goes in the hole, it opens up. And when you take it off, it's pretty much lost. So I went and got this off of the Durango. Luckily, it was a 5.9 as well, because it has my belt routing and, you know, the AC refrigerant charge. Has that. I just had to do is tape this off and paint it. It's rough painted. I don't know why it got like that, but I ain't worried about it. I can always make it look better. The bumper was like folded like inward. It was like sagging in the back, which this side is closed. Passenger side, I still got to adjust it a little bit. It has like 1.5 inches, and over there's an inch, so it's 1/2 inch falling over here, but nothing to worry about. I can fix that. The gaps right here, I like how they look now. These headlights made it look a whole lot better. We have a new front bumper, new headlights, new AC condenser. That one was pretty damn messed up. The rear bumper as well. It had a roll pin, and I put the OEM bumper on because I need the trailer hitch. I needed the trailer hitch, and they do sell hidden hitches that, you know, you can. I wasn't trying to be all too crazy about it, so I just went ahead and put the OEM bumper. It helps with rear end collisions. I mean, with minor rear end collisions. I know it's not going to help with the 18-wheeler coming full speed and hit me. It's going to probably kill me. But just like little minor rear end collisions, you know, it can help my rear end for it not to get all fucked up. The truck was lowered. On the front, it had lowering control arms. Thank God they didn't cut those springs. And the back, it had lowering shackles with leaf spring hangers. It was a whole kit in the back. So I just went and on Rock Auto, and I ordered the last 2 hangers. Well, I ordered the last set of hangers. If you have an RT Dakota, pay attention to that hanger right here, because the 4x4s have different hose, so it does matter. Check on that. We got new shackles, new hangers. We have new tires, because when I put it back on stock height, the tire just looked puny on it. We sold those already. Thank God they sold real quick. We did have a hitch. We have a harness for our trailer. It's a T-harness, no splicing. We have dual tips for the exhaust with the Flowmaster. And this truck's coming along pretty damn nice. The mirrors, the ones that it had were them big mirrors like the one the Viper has. I'm not gonna lie, I like the visibility on those, but I just thought they were too big for this truck, so we went with the sport mirrors. I like them. That you can see the visibility is good as well, but you know, nothing beats OEM. A car's made the way it was made for a reason, but I can still live with the sport ones. All right, well, let me clean up this harness, make it all nice and neat. I'm gonna hide it, and I will show you the final result. Well, what seemed to be like a 10-minute install, becoming a damn hour. But I figured I'll show you how I'm routing my harness. As of right now, we have the relay box just laying there. The ballast, they come with this plate, like a bracket, so you can attach it somewhere over here. I'm worried about that later. Like I said, I have very little slack to play with. What I'm doing, I'm routing it underneath, well, behind the coolant reservoir, underneath the radiator. We'll find a way to zip tie it right here. I have 2 holes. I'm gonna try to keep it in this area. Hopefully it doesn't melt with the radiator. Then we're over here doing all the harness. We had the intake sticking out. As of right now, we're just moving shit out the way. That's how we're doing it right now. So let's keep doing it. Another thing about these are very similar to the LEDs. These have a collar that hold them in place. So your headlights come with another collar with tabs. Take off this collar first and put it in your headlight. Lock it in place, and then put your collar, the collar from your headlight. Traffic, man. Anyways, put your collar from your bulb in the headlight, and then on that, put your collar from your headlight on this collar to lock it down. And then you're gonna get your bulb, stick it in there, and lock it. Because if you try to stick the whole bulb through the headlight of the collar of the headlight, you're gonna snap off those tabs and you're gonna be in for a bad day. So let me keep doing this. I figured I'll tell you that, and let's keep doing it. Okay, so we got a little bit further. I think for the ballast, like I said, they sent this bracket. It's like a little aluminum plate. It's cool and all, but I'm not really a big fan of drilling holes on my vehicles if I don't need to, especially not for lights. So I think what I'm gonna do is just with the first set of HIDs that didn't work on this truck, it came with some sticky pads, double-sided, and I just stuck them on the neon. Literally stuck them on the truck, on the car. And over here I have a hole, but it's not gonna be very functional. So I think it would be nice because it would disperse the heat a little bit more, because these do get hot. But I think I'm gonna go to the store and look for those double-sided sticky pads. And plus I lost the bolt already. And you're not working on the car if you're not losing bolts. But let's put this intake back down. That little cheap knockoff eBay intake with this Walmart AutoZone brand. We're probably gonna do like a K&N later on. Not too worried about it. You see how it's fused. You know, we have everything here connected properly. Now, you mechanically inclined people, let me know if this is okay, or the know-it-alls, or the people that think they know it all. Let me know if that's okay. I mean, it's working right. So let's turn them on. No high beam indicator. Everything's functioning properly. That's what I like. Wow. Oh, yeah. So we're gonna wait till nighttime, and so we can aim the headlights. Let me put my kickstand on so you guys can see it. So there it is. I need to invest in the tripod, man. So let's wait till nighttime, and I'll show you the final result, how it looks, everything. We're going to align it. These do the bad thing about these headlight depot headlights, tongue twisters, these are a one-piece headlight, so you don't have I think like one screw is right there to align it. When the other hand, when you got the two-piece OEM headlights, this one has its own adjustment screw and this one has its own adjustment screw. So I guess that's a con of this headlight. But besides that, I mean, I dig the damn things. Oh yeah, and I was installing it. I broke that damn tab, so gotta be careful when you install those. But yes, I'm glad these work. So let's just wait till nighttime to adjust them, and that's a successful install. I'm gonna run to the store right quick to get those double-sided sticky tapes or patches to put the ballast somewhere where they're not going all over the place. It'll be kind of sad if it got catched on the cooling fan. But that's it, guys. I'll catch you at nighttime. Okay, well, I couldn't find the double-sided patches that I was talking about, but this should work just fine. I mean, it says it holds 5 pounds. Those ballasts, the ballasts are like not even a pound. But we're gonna stick these on the ballast and stick it somewhere on the truck, and then we're gonna aim them at night. Hopefully these hold on pretty good since they are for interior, but they should hold pretty good. Let's find out. Well, there you go, guys. We stuck the ballast up against the fender. We ran the harness underneath the bar. I'm trying to zip tie it, but and then we got the relay harness over here too. I'm gonna find a way to secure that. But it's starting to get a little late. Damn, it's getting a little late, so let it get a little darker so we can adjust these things. Well, I was gonna wait until nighttime, but I think we're pretty dark enough where we can see the beam on the garage. Let me close the door where the Viper's at, or Viper truck. So you can see the beam of the passenger side and the beam of the driver's side. So we need to make that beam go up a little more. Get your long Phillips screwdriver. These headlights in particular, they have a gap for that screw to adjust them. Just let me pop the hood. It's like you're staring it straight into the HID, and it's not very healthy for your eyesight. So let's just pop the hood. So there's the adjuster right there, and you're gonna twist it to the left. As you can see, the beam going up, and then you want to see that's the beam for the driver's side, and that's the beam for the right side. I think that should be good, because when you switch on your high beams, their high beams are going to shoot higher. So I'm about to shoot my high beams. I'm gonna leave it like that, just for the fact I want to upload this video today. if you have these headlights in particular from the headlight depot, and you get this HID kit, and you have the same issue, after you install them, you will after you install them, then you can aim your beams at your you can aim them like you want to, you know. So like, because I think I like mine like this. I don't want to shine them up too high either and blind people at night. So I'm gonna leave them like that, and I'm just adjust them as I drop the truck. But there you go, guys. That is a HID set that works for this truck or these trucks with the same issue. So like I was saying in the beginning of the video, my high beam icon or indicator will turn on very dim when I will turn on the fog lights. And then when I will turn off the fog lights, if I wanted to use my high beams, it wouldn't do nothing. This was with the LED and regular HID kits. And let me turn off that damn thing, and when I would turn on my fogs and low beams, the indicator will come on very dim. And if I would use my high beam switch, it wouldn't do anything. It would just turn off the fog lights and turn them on. So I'm glad this kit worked. I can turn on my fog lights and my low beams. As you can see on the garage, highs, low, everything works perfectly fine. I'm gonna list this kit in the description. At least I'm gonna try to. So yep, that's what you need. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you in the next one.